If you are giving CAT 2025, then this video is for you. So watch till the end. Now there are just 20 days remaining to CAT 2025. And I'm sure that you must be going through a lot of emotions. Some of you will be nervous, anxious. Some of you might be confident. Some of you might be really unsure as to what to do in these 20 days. So watch this video till the end, and here I will give you complete clarity on what you need to do in these last 20 days, section-wise strategy for the D-Day, and some mindset tips that will help you during the D-Day of the exam. So let's dive right into this video. There are 4 things that I would recommend that you do during these last 20 days. First is your mock plan. Do not give mocks every single day. A fluctuation in score can change your confidence and can impact your performance on the D-Day. So focus on giving mocks. 1 mock in 3 to 4 days is what I would recommend. That gives you enough time to analyze the mocks that you have given. Second is do not introduce any new concept at this point in time. Focus on strengthening your strength areas, revising the questions that you might have attempted in a wrong manner before, and topics that you already know. Believe me, this will increase your percentile more than introducing new concepts will. Third, the sources that you practice from in these last 20 days should be CAT level only. So focus on solving past year CAT papers, the past mocks that you've given, analyze all the questions that you have solved till now, and analyze the mistakes that you have done in those questions. Fourth, revise. These last 20 days are focused on revision than acquisition of new knowledge or concepts. So focus on revising before every mock, whatever topics, notes that you've already written, or if you have not made any notes yet, I would recommend creating some notes for the topics overall, which you can quickly glance before giving another mock or even before the CAT exam. Now, let's dive into the section-wise strategy for D-Day. How would you attempt each section during CAT? This is a technique that I used during my exam, and I have given this recommendation to many mentees, and it has worked for them as well. So here I'm sharing it with you. Use this visualization technique. Break each section into 3 parts. First part is something I call scanning. Second part is called attempting. Third part is called revising. So scan, attempt, revise. Simple. So let's start section by section. How do we split 40 minutes of each section? So for VARC, I would suggest scan the whole section in the first 3 to 4 minutes and see which questions are RCs, which questions are parajumbles, and likewise, so that you know the lay of the land and you have an idea, okay, this question number is related to this. So that is called scanning. Second part, that is the core chunk of it, is called attempting. I would suggest spend maximum time in attempting, that is 30 to 35 minutes you spend in actually attempting the questions. And last, keep 1 to 2 minutes to quickly see or go through any questions you might have marked for review and not miss out any questions that you might have thought you will come back to later. So this is the section for revision and mentally preparing, okay, my section is going to close now, I am going to move on to a new section. So please keep this 1 to 2 minute break so that you can move on to the other section with a comforted mind. Now for DILR, what I would recommend is spend 4 to 5 minutes in scanning the section. Now why do I say 4 to 5 minutes in scanning the section is because in DILR, selection of set is extremely important for your success. So if you do not spend enough time in selecting the right set that you are going to attempt, you are eventually going to end up attempting maybe wrong set and having a poor accuracy in that, and then maybe, or you attempt wrong sets, you spend too much time, and then again your scores fall. So spend 5 minutes, scan all the different sets, and then decide in this 5 minutes, okay, these are the sets that I'm going to attempt. Then spend 30 to 35 minutes in actually attempting those sets. And then last, keep 1 to 2 minutes to again revise through, see quickly, and then move on to the next section. Now for quant section, I would suggest the 3 sections that we said, right? Scanning, attempting, and revising. I would say let's look at it in a different fashion. So in quant, I would say first scanning time should be 1 to 2 minutes. You quickly scan the questions, okay? And what is what, and you just have an overview of what questions are there. Then for the next 30 minutes, I would say you break this 30 minutes into 3 rounds. Round 1, round 2 and round 3. In round 1, you focus on all the easy questions or your strength area questions that you can quickly solve. Strength area plus easy questions should be solved in round 1. So the timing I would tell you for round 1 should be around 7 to 10 minutes, and here you should target solving at least 5 questions. That okay, I have solved these easy and my strength area 5 questions, and now given that you've solved 5 questions, you are in the momentum of solving questions. Next, round 2 should be around 15 minutes where you spend time solving easy, moderate, all questions which are not super easy, but you know them and you can solve them. So this chunk should be focused on solving questions. Then the last 10 minutes or the last 5 to 10 minutes that you have remaining, that is round 3, is for difficult questions. So once you have solved all the questions that you can, and there are some difficult questions left, which will take you time to crack, spend that time here in these questions, and that is how your entire section should be structured. Once you have solved all the round 1, round 2, round 3, you will still be left with say 2 to 3 minutes here in the last revising part. So just go through the questions you have not solved and see if there is an easy question you have missed, and this is the time where you solve that question. This was a section-wise strategy of attempting on the D-Day. Now, in the last 20 days, you need to understand how do you analyze your mocks properly so that you can get the maximum value out of it. So first thing that you need to know is, have you been able to identify all the easy questions or not? You need to calculate what percentage of easy questions are you actually attempting. Ideally, the number should be 100%. But if you are attempting very less easy questions, then that's a red flag for you and you need to increase identification of easy questions. Second is that you need to measure time spent on each question. So your time spent on easy questions should be less, moderate should be a little higher, difficult should be higher than that. If you are spending too much time on an easy question, that is a red flag for you. Third is that you need to set strict time limits. I will not spend more than 2.5 minutes on a single question, or I will not spend more than 3 minutes on a single question. That is something that you really need to set a mental time limit for and move on, and you need to follow that in the exam. Fourth is you should track your accuracy rate. If your accuracy rate across sections is increasing or decreasing, ideally as we move towards the CAT exam, in our mocks the accuracy should improve. Irrespective of the attempts that we have made, our accuracy percentage should increase and it should not decrease. Now, some mindset and confidence tips that will help you really crack the exam. First, fix your biological clock. By now you would have received the CAT admit cards. So based on the slot allotted to you, fix your sleeping time, waking up time and mock times as well, so that your body is attuned to what time you need to give the exam. Second, do not compare yourself with others. This is the time where you need to keep your confidence and morale very high. Do not compare yourself with others in terms of mock scores, performance, etc. It will put your morale down, but you need to really keep your spirits high. Third, save your mental energy at all costs. If anything can trigger stress, avoid that situation completely. Fourth, take care of yourself. Eat, sleep, exercise, do whatever you like to do. Keep yourself happy and healthy. I know this may sound like a mama's advice, but yes, it is important to ensure that on the D-Day you give your best performance. These are the strategies that I use during my time to crack IIM Bangalore. And these are the same strategies that I have advised many of my mentees who have cracked top IIMs. And these are what I'm sharing with you. All the very best. You've got this and you are going to kill CAT 2025. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will reply to all your queries. I also create shorter videos on my Instagram channel. Link I will embed below in my description so you can check it out. All the very best. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye bye.